Gotcha. And so another sort of more general question that I have for you is centered around what I've seen as a point of focus on your podcast, right? Which is diversity and representation in the tech world, especially where it comes to underrepresented minorities. So what difficulties do you think underrepresented groups like Black and Brown people are facing when it comes to breaking into tech like you did?
I think number one is mindset. I think I think I mean the reality is like slavery and racism is a thing. I think a lot of oppression is a thing to like not just black and brown people, but look at what's happening to our Asian brothers and sisters with all this Asian hate, right?
Yeah.
People have hate in their heart. People are evil. Um, that's a reality. However, because we live in a fear-driven society, that fear is embedded in not just um, black and brown people, but so many other people that it limits them from realizing their full potential. But if you can change your mindset and free yourself from these generational curses and tune into media and clean up your information diet to show you people that come from your same background that have made it and have overcome those trials and tribulations, and to the point where you start believing that you can do it too, um, that changes a lot. And that's I'm talking about my upbringing, where like growing up in Atlanta, I was able to see that. I was able to see entrepreneurs and dream that I could be an entrepreneur too early. I was able to see politicians and physicians
Yeah.
and real estate moguls and all these other people growing up that looked like me that had overcome this, even though I'm in the South where the KKK is real, you know. But like Atlanta is Wakanda, right? And Wakanda is special, right? But I don't think that we should be hiding in plain sight. I think we should be letting people know that vibranium is real and that we can all get access to this vibranium, which is tech skills, right? If you have this, you can. It's a life bringing source. It can really change the world, and we can't just keep it to ourselves. And so, I think I think believing that you can do something is probably one of the biggest things. Um, I think when it comes to employers, I think they're starting to move in the right direction where they're hiring with skills over degrees. Because I do think that degrees and GPAs and things like that are they don't tell the full picture. I think there's a place for certifications, but they don't tell the whole story. There's over 1 million certifications in the U.S. alone, so you know networks, not certificates, move careers. And I
Yeah.
think that like people are starting to understand that more, especially since most jobs are offline and come through referrals. So I think more employers are going in that direction. But I think that like um, I think that if the employers um, continue doubling down on hiring from boot camps and through apprenticeships and even launching their own skills training programs, I think that's going to be a very big deal. I think seeing more employer as payer models, I think is a big deal, like what Adobe Digital Academy did. Um, I think if the government launches something similar to the GI Bill, but for the general public, so anybody can have like a skills budget to go to any training that they want, that's a big deal. Um, and I think we got to make tech cool. Like for black and brown people to really go in this direction, you got to make tech cool. I think you're starting to see a lot of black and brown people become like TikTok influencers and Instagram influencers and things like that, but that's still not where all the power is, right? Those hundreds, millions, and billions of dollars that are being paid out to creators are still by the people running the platform, and you're creating way more value for the platform. And we need to educate ourselves into what's going on. I think Bob Marley said it best, in Redemption Song. He says, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind." And we got to do that first. So that's my answer.